point. But here's the deal, like, Iran knows that. They're going to try to target that. They're targeting the ports, so they're trying to hit Saudi Arabia as hard as they possibly can. But what I really like, and I'm gonna pop back to the map, and I'll let the moderator know, or she can let me know if it's not populating. Boom. See if it looks good here. Okay, it looks good on my end. So you guys kind of let me know. Mark just said A10 Warhogs, question mark. Yeah. See, I get a little distracted, okay? I get a little bit excited, I get distracted, and I love to talk about the internal dynamics between these countries. Cool, that thumbs up from the producer. Looks like it's good. The map might lag on your guys' end. I'll do my best to slow it down. So ultimately, guys, when you think of the partnership and the alignment, Pakistan aligned with Saudi Arabia. Huge. That's a great thing. Again, Pakistan kind of keeps Afghanistan in check. And in my opinion, this is just solely my opinion, the reason why we haven't seen Iran, the Taliban are going to say, yeah, we support Iran. But the reason why we haven't seen the Taliban really grab their cojones and step up and do some sort of proxy attack is because Pakistan's there, and Pakistan's like, oh, okay, you want to ever find out? Like, okay, cool. Like, we'll see. And I think Pakistan's doing a pretty good job of keeping an eye on the Taliban. Also, DC-9s are operating in Afghanistan, and you saw one of them actually, crash. Taliban claimed to shoot it down, but it's like, yeah, guys, like, we know you didn't shoot it down with your AK-47. Likely you don't have the capability to do that. Even some of the American equipment that's out there is said to kind of be, deteriorating a little bit. And China obviously in the region. China could be there. China could help Afghanistan. But here's how I kind of feel. China's like, yeah, like Afghanistan, yeah. Just don't cause us any trouble. Let us mine your minerals. By the way, this is something you guys might not know. China struck a deal with Afghanistan that they can mine everything in their country, especially at north. So if you go to northern, I'm going to go and pop to northern Afghanistan. This is something that you guys might not know. I definitely learned this from some sources that I won't release, not classified or anything, but just some conversations with some people in Afghanistan. The Mazar-e Sharif, that was a rebel stronghold for a while. But let's go in the north, there are massive mines. Rare earth minerals, copper, pretty much everything you guys can think of. But here's what China did. China's like, we're going to mine your country as much as we want, specifically up here in the north. And we're not going to hire, here's how many Afghans we're going to hire. You guys ready for this? Shocker. We're going to hire this many Afghans. That's what China made the deal. And Afghanistan's like, the Taliban are like, yep, sounds good, sweet. Just give us a royalty check. So China's basically taking pretty much anything they want from northern Afghanistan and just sending a royalty check. So I think at some point, China has an influence at Bagram. Bagram is strategic, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was based out of Bagram, I saw how strategic it was. And I think on some level, China's like, yeah, like, we care way more about Iran. China loves the rare earth minerals, but China's got their own rare earth minerals. They've got mountains, they've got massive mountains where they can get their own rare earth minerals. What they really care about is oil at this point, right now. Because China really doesn't have a lot. So, while they're kind of like, yeah, Afghanistan, like, just do your thing, just let us mine, and we'll give you a royalty check. They're not, like, very focused, and they really don't care strategically about Afghanistan. I think at this point, China's like, look, dude, you got other problems to deal with. And so their focus at this little juncture right here, and that is the Straits of Hormuz, the oil flowing, because China really wants Iran for the oil. So China doesn't care who's in charge of Iran. They like the status quo. They want to keep who's ever in charge to just keep the oil flowing, keep their economy going, keep their defense industrial base strong. That's one of their main focuses. But also, they don't want instability in Iran. Like, they likely have had some backdoor discussions, just my opinion, some likely good talks with the U.S. when it comes to oil flowing now and oil flowing later. But it's also interesting, Iran has said openly right now that they're continuously letting Chinese